Hi, and welcome to Three Questions with. Today, my guest is Kerry Turner from Kerry Turner Homes. Hey, Kerry, welcome to the show.
Hi, Kevin. Thanks for having me.
So, Kerry, a lot of people I've been talking to lately have said, "Oh, I want to list my house in the spring."
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not a realtor or anything, but I look at it as a business person and say, "Well, everyone's telling me inventory is low right now. Shouldn't I list my house right now to stand out?"
Right. So it's a good question. We get that every day. My business developer, Justine, is actually answering that daily on the phone right now. We're calling up clients that are trying to sell their home, and they say, well, obviously we're going to wait till spring. And we kind of laugh and we say, well, why do you say that? And we kind of go into our regular speech about how it's best to sell now. And they can't figure it out because the weather's bad. Nobody really wants to move in the winter. But we have to remember that when your mortgage clears and everything actually goes through, you're not actually moving until almost spring anyway. So one of the things we always remind them is, inventory and homes on the market right now. If I were listing my house right now, I would want to compete against nobody, essentially. And I think that's an option that we give them. Would you like to compete with hundreds of homes in the spring when everyone else is selling and having open houses? Or would you like to sell against sometimes nobody in your actual, it could be a ranch, a 2-bedroom ranch, and there's no other 2-bedroom ranches on the market right now. So typically they end up choosing to sell in the winter after we get a hold of them and after we speak with them and kind of rationalize it with them and describe why it's best to make that decision. And again, I've said it before, if people are putting on their boots, strapping on their boots and hiking over to your open house in the winter through the snow, they are serious buyers. And they mean business. And it typically at the end of the day means that you're going to get more money from your home because, people are going to pay what you're asking because that's the only house that there is right now to purchase. So I'd want to stand out that way.
So, Kerry, what advice do you have for people selling their home to try to get the maximum value?
So to try and get the max value just usually comes down to presentation. We always say that if home does not get an offer, it's either the presentation or essentially the realtor and the team that you choose to represent your home. You want to have a good realtor who's like us, making calls daily to buyers. You want a realtor with a database full of people, connections with the community that you're in, where if the house comes in market, we already have somebody in mind for your home to purchase. Justine hits the ground running calling buyers. We have specific buyer agents calling buyers around through our resources. And I think that, at the end of the day, it means a lot. You want to have a realtor with a strong social network. Our team has a big reach and we put out a lot of Facebook marketing, a lot of marketing on social media, which is big nowadays. And I think when it comes to presentation, I think staging your home, getting it ready to sell, taking the realtor's advice when we walk around and we give you those suggestions. I think it's always smart to listen up, do what they say. We've done this a million times, and and because of our experience, we know best. Listen to us when we say to move a couch here or put it there, make a path, make it open. It's presentation is key. Little things. One tip would be a little thing about dressing the outside of your house is putting new mulch down. Little things like that, just cleaning up the yard, putting new mulch, making it appear freshly painted and maybe newly landscaped is always a great way to fix it up to sell as well.
So, Kerry, I want to flip the conversation over for a minute now from the buyer's standpoint. Mm-hmm. I've had friends who've bid on a number of houses and didn't win. So my question to you is, how do I make my offer stand out from the others that are coming?
Good question. From a buyer agent standpoint, our team focuses on finding out what's important to the seller. So if you're a buyer and you're making an offer to a particular family or a person owning a condo, they might have a different criteria in mind. Their priorities might be that they want to move quickly. Their priorities might be that they want the most money because they have to pay off a loan. It's always best for your buyer agent and who you choose to represent you, speak enough to the opposing agent to find out what's important to that seller. You want to make your offer match kind of what they're looking for. And I think communication is key. Having a good agent that knows and is friendly enough with other agents that can speak with them and kind of relay that to you. You can sweeten your offer. A good down payment is always great and money always talks, but sometimes, situations are different. Like I said, they might want to move out quickly or they might need to sell their home first and they might want to take their time and be flexible with their selling of their home. So you maybe want to extend that closing a little bit longer. But, communication is key. I think having an agent that is good with other agents, getting that barrier broken, and getting a relationship where you can all communicate and find out what's best for everybody.
So Kerry, how can people reach out to you? How can they learn more?
My number is 617-304-0128. That gets to me directly. And they can see us at kerryturnerhomes.com and reach out to me on email, kerry@kerryturnerhomes.com.
But just spell that out, Kerry. You Kerry with a Y?
Kerry, Turner, Turner, and Homes, HOMES.com. Yes.
Awesome. Kerry, really appreciate you taking time to come on the show.
Thanks, Kevin. Have a good one.
So you just watched 3 Questions with Kerry Turner. If you have questions about the New England B2B Networking Group, you can email me at kevin@newenglandb2bnetworking.com.